Welcome to SaliqaMag. Subscribe for more tutorial. This lesson is about how to stitch the princess seam. If you like this video, please press the like button. Thank you. Hello everyone. Welcome to SaliqaMag. This is another video of princess seam. In last video I explained you how you can drop this pattern of a princess seam. If you missed that lesson, you can check in my playlist. So today lesson is about how you can trace this pattern, the princess seam or princess dot pattern, to your fabric, and what seam allowances actually you need, and how then you stitch that princess seam, and how you can press it, because this is a curvy part, so it is very difficult for the beginners to make it perfectly fit here. And also sometimes you feel that there is it's not fitting well. So what are the mistakes that you should avoid to get the perfect result? All tips and tricks I will share with you, and also I will show you what seam allowances you need for these two parts. So let's start marking our fabric first. So guys, first we will trace our center part, and then we will trace the side panels. So for center we need folded fabric. It should be on two folds. Here you can see two folds are here, and the edge should be on this side. You can see this is the close edge, and that's how you can place, and then pin up it properly, and take some time to pin up it properly, because we are going to stitch the curve with the curve, so it will be difficult for you if even some centimeter difference will be there. So I'm just now pin up it all the way, and then after that I will trace my actual pattern, and then I will show you how you can add the seam allowances here. So let me mark quickly. And if you miss this pattern, you can check my playlist. I yesterday uploaded the video about how to make this princess seam pattern, so you can check there. So after marking all these things and cutting, I will show you how you can stitch and how you can press this. So as a beginner, it is very important that you spend some time for tracing the actual pattern and then the seam allowances. Otherwise your one panel will be bigger than the other panel, because a beginner don't spend too much time on this step. So next is to adding the seam allowances. I'm just quickly doing this. We need ½ inch seam allowance here, or you can take it 1.5 centimeter if you are working in the centimeter. So this much only we need the seam allowances, because this is the center seam. And make sure that your marking tools are sharp enough so you can mark precisely, because here the seam allowances is a game changer, believe me. So you should be because my pencil is not sharp, so I got the line is not straight, so I have to do it again. So be very careful while you are marking these points, because this is the point where you do actually some mistake, and that's why princess seam or princess dot, it is feel that this is something very difficult. No, actually it's very easy. Only thing is that you have to follow all the steps. So I just mark ½ inch and 1 inch on the shoulder side, and now the next step is to cutting the panel, to cut this part first. So let me do it quickly. I just fast forward my video, so you will get the concept quickly. Now I have to trace this seam allowance on the other side. This is my center panel, so obviously in center I have to attach my side panels, two panels on left and right side. So that's why I just place a tracing paper here. The ink side should be up, and then I am using my tracing wheel, and that's how I'm just tracing it. And after tracing, I'm just highlighting these points. Now come to the side panel. So for side panel you need two panels actually. So placing of your pattern is you can place it either way, because we need I mean, it's not necessary that you will place it on the folded side, because we are going to cut in two parts. So now I just quickly pin up it, and now I'm tracing same way as we did in the center part. And after that I will show you that in armhole what how you can trace your seam allowances, because the armhole part is something that usually we do some mistake, and that's why the both panels are not matching sometime. So see, I'm just making it the seam allowance the down same as we have in front. So because it is very important that you have the same length and same seam allowance in the down part also, the hemline, otherwise again your panels will not match. So you can see here I just trace all the way, and now I'm going to add the seam allowances. See, that's how. First I'm just marking here, hope you guys can see. Just let me highlight my points, and then I add the half inches, and now I'm going to mark. And on shoulder line, I mean the armhole, I didn't add anything, because it depends if you want to add something, or if you are working with the sleeveless dress, so it depends. So here I'm not going to add anything in the curve part. So now I'm going to trace on the other panel the seam allowances, because seam allowances should be same. So guys, if any question till here, you can ask me in the comment section, and don't forget to press the like button if you like this tutorial. See, that's how our tracing is almost done. And make sure that you pin up properly. And here I'm going to add the notches. So the points where we should add, we should match our center panel with the side panel. So let me mark also these points on the center, I mean the center panel also, so that after stitching we will we know that at what point we should add joint with which point. So I'm doing it a little bit fast forward mode, so in less time you can, because you already know the basic stitching. So I'm see, that's how you have to add from here very edge, and then you go gradually. Here the thing is that you have to keep in mind that both the seam allowances should be matched from each other, from here to here you can see, and the beginning it will come like a cross shape, like one part is vertical and one is horizontal, and that's how you start stitching. And after that you gradually move it. I will show you when we will go to the sewing machine. So but it is better that you do with the basting technique. So let me tell you the basting technique. Here you need a thread in the needle, and you have to do a running stitch here. So in this way you will fix your both part first before going to the sewing machine. So this is the technique that you can use, and as a beginner it is always advised that you have to do it. So make sure that your all notches or your cuts are matched here, and see, that's how you can do it hand stitch. And after that you go to the machine, especially if you are working with the expensive fabrics. So it is a very good technique that first all the way you have to hand stitch it, and then easily you can stitch in a one go. So see, that's how you can stitch. And because this is the very curved part, so you have to fit a curve in a curve. That's why it's a little bit tricky for the beginners. So take some time, don't worry, it is a little tricky. So this is the technique we used so much when we were the beginners. But anyways, now I'm directly going to the machine. So that's how you have to place your two pieces of panels. Like one is vertical and the other is, the side panel is little horizontal, and then you start stitching from here. And make sure that you double stitch on the very edge. But I will advise you as a beginner, first make a bigger see, that's how your two pieces of fabric will starting at in the starting point. So just first make the one stitch with the bigger length, and when you are satisfied, then stitch it again to make it more fixed, so you can avoid any mistake. So that's how you have to gradually move in a one step only. Make 3-4 stitches and then go further. My fabric is very much hard, and that's why in the curve part it is a little bit rigid to make it curve. But if you are working with the satin, silk or soft cotton, it will be more easy for you to easily adjust the curve in the curve. This fabric is very much starch, that's why it's a bit difficult. But any part, if you feel that you are getting some plaits, so lever up your foot and then smooth the edges and then start. Okay, so don't do it in a like straight stitching method. So every 3-4 stitches adjust your fabric, make sure no other fabric is down your under your foot, and then go further. That's how only you can manage the curve with the curve. So because this is very tricky, hope you understand this point. So let me stitch the other side also, and then I will show you that how you can press it. And guys, if you like this video, please press the thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials. So now this is almost done, the stitching part. So see, these two panels are attached, the princess seam. Now let's go to the ironing board. So for pressing technique, it's a good idea that you should have a steam press. So but before that, do the clipping. So you have to do the clipping or make the notches. So see, that's how you have to make the notches. And sorry guys, my baby is so anyways, so because it's in curve, so make the notches. So when you will iron, it will open up easily. We have to open the seams, or we can press it on the one side, but either way we need to make the clipping or the small triangles on our seam allowances part. You can see here. So only this way your seam will be, your curve will be smooth, because you need the smooth curve from the right side. See, that's how you can do it. And let me do it on the other side as well. See, the other way is that you can open the seam. One way is that you can fold it on the one side and press it, and the other way is that you can open the seam and then you can press it. So you can I mean, you can do one of the way that you like. Anyways guys, so pressing part is still continue. So we need here the tailoring hem that I don't have, but you can use any cushion for that. But tailoring hem I will make a tutorial how you can make tailoring hem, and this way I also can get a tailoring hem. Anyways, so that's how you can press it. And hope you like this video, and please thumbs up the button, and also don't forget to subscribe, and also tell me if you want to learn anything in next video. So take care, bye bye.